Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival, Lone Debater 7, and today we're going to be doing a couple of things. The Xerax base attack is incoming, I'm just taking a look, so it looks like they are rocket siege drones. We do have our turrets mounted, so they should be able to shoot those bitches out of the sky, so there we go. They're doing some stuffs. I don't know if they're targeting the base, me, or the hover vehicle that I've got. But the turrets do seem to be shooting at them pretty good, so that is nice. Where did they... Oh, there's also some minigun drones. So it looks like it took down a couple of the rocket drones at least. I do want to be careful of these minigun drones because they fucking shred, more or less, so I don't want to deal with that. So there's one down, that's good. There's another one down. Oh. Yeah, we're good. We're just gonna sit inside for a minute while our turrets finish taking them out. We are gonna go loot those drones because they should have pretty good stuff for us. So we did build the light armor last time, so we now have a jetpack and everything, so that is nice. And a helmet, so sometimes you get decent stuff. So there's some promethium out of that one. That is good. Come on, you piece of shit. Let me up the fucking hill. Like, this isn't even that steep. There we go. Alright. Let's go loot these drones. See what they give us. So we got a couple of promethium out of one of the miniguns, so that is nice. I will take that. Some 15 mil is going to be nice for us as well. Because I did build one auto turret for our hover vehicle. So this episode we're going to be upgrading our hover vehicle primarily. I just wanted to show off our base defending the Xerax attack. So 4 turrets did seem to handle that pretty well. I don't know how much ammo we actually spent and all that noise, but that's okay. So we looted a couple of drones. I know there's more because there were 3 rocket drones and 3 minigun drones. So we've looted the 3 miniguns, I think. But there should still be some rockets around here somewhere. So, we got the one in the drink already. Did he maybe crash over here? I don't really see him. Okay, fine. Forget it. It's not the end of the world. I just thought I'd try to loot those if I could find them. It's not always the easiest with the drones because they fly so goddamn fast in this mod. They fly a lot faster than they do in the base game, that's for sure. So, they end up, you know, going way far off the map and all that, so it's not that easy to track them, especially when the base is doing the killing for you. So that's all right, not the end of the world. I just figured I'd harvest up some plants because we need to gain some XP to get some more levels. I did spend basically all of my upgrade points. I think I have 3 left. So I spent most of it on hover vehicle upgrades and stuff like that, but I did unlock some of the small vehicle pieces as well. That way we can take a look at doing that eventually, because I do want to get a small vehicle, you know, relatively quickly. Not the most pressing issue at this point, but yeah, anyway. So we did get some 15 mil rounds, that's great. A couple promethium packs, that's good as well. We'll just store that. So we didn't actually spend all that much ammo, all things considered. But let's take a look at this hover vehicle is what I want to work on today. So I built a bunch of various pieces and bits and bobs and everything for it. So we are basically gonna remake this hover vehicle today. So first we're gonna retrieve most of these blocks and kind of readjust this a little bit. So I've got some steel blocks, so I've got this kind of stuff is a little bit more exposed than what I'd want it to be. So I am going to break some of this stuff down. So I think I'm going to leave these 3 repulsor engines is what they're called, where they're at for the time being. But I do want to kind of build out some structure. I built some of the bigger hover engines as well. Okay, yeah, I really wanted to place a block right here. Thanks, Empyrion. Sometimes this game. Oh, that's alright. Whatever. So we'll put one there. Then I guess we've got one left, so we'll put him like that, maybe. Okay. Let's try to put our ammo controller down. I guess we can place him there. It doesn't necessarily matter. I wanted one container extension for it just so it can hold enough ammo to do its deal. But we also are going to want a harvest controller attached. So there's that. That's pretty good. Looking decent. We'll throw our detector in here, I think. And then we've got... I did build an RCS. I'm just hoping that this isn't going to put it over CPU. Is kind of the main thing I'm concerned about, but I'm thinking it'll be okay. I do still want to use this smaller cockpit if I can. So that's going to go out a little bit farther, which is fine. I think we're going to place the 2 bigger engines right there. So it's got some lift. And maybe what I'll do is move this little guy right there as well to the back, just so it's a little bit more balanced on the lift stuff. I don't know exactly what the ratio is between all of these, unfortunately, but I'm thinking if I've got 3 of the small ones in the back and 2 of the bigger ones in the front, it should work pretty good, hopefully. So there's that. That's decent, I guess. We'll put some of this in the front so I can place down this guy. Cool. So that's looking okay. Let's just take a look at the CPU. So yeah, we still got plenty of space on the CPU. That's good. We are going to put some thrusters on it, though, because this is starting to get a little bit bigger. So I'm thinking that we're going to want some thrusters on it. So I'm going to put 1 in each direction, just so we have some, reasonable control. We might end up putting 2 on the back. I haven't quite decided on that yet. Actually, we probably will put 3 on the back, maybe. What direction is that facing? There we go. So there's 1 facing backwards. And actually, you know what we're going to do? Let me retrieve these real quick. So that one's facing forward. That is good. That's the way I want it to face. We'll put 2 facing out this way, and then we'll put this last one facing forward as well. So it is ready to go. Cool. Just so the forward and backward is kind of, mirrored, more or less. I do kind of want to cover this stuff a little bit. Kind of like that. Yeah, it's still going to be boxy as hell, but for me, it's more about having a functional vehicle. So, oh, this doesn't have fuel. God damn it. Did I bring... Just throw in some of these for a second, just so I can move it. Why is this not going? Hello? What happened? It should have enough engines. I would think anyway, right? Stats. Hover vessel, 0 meters off ground. Okay, so it doesn't have enough lift. So maybe what we'll do is we'll steal this guy and put it facing down instead. And actually, that is the direction I want. So there we go. That might have fixed it. Whoops, wrong key. What the hell? Oh, that's facing the wrong way. That would make sense. Okay. I don't need it to push it into the ground. I need it to go like that. Yeah, there we go. Now it should move. Maybe? Maybe not. Okay, so it needs more hover engines. That's okay. We can build those relatively easily. And we are going to build... I think we'll do 2 more of these big ones to kind of get it set up, but I need this to move so I can actually place the harvester module. But I think we will place 1 light there. We'll put the other one on the other side, obviously, but let's do that. I do want this RCS placed. Oh, it doesn't have a generator. That might be an issue, right? So let's do this. Let's place a generator. And we can place him right here, I guess. There we go. That's more like it. Alright, so we can reorient this to face the front. So it can be used as a stopping thruster. And we honestly didn't need those extra thrusters, but that's okay. We've got them anyway, so if we decide to expand this even bigger, we can use that. So there's our spotlights. Put our harvester right there. And we still have an RCS that we can slam on this. So I think I'll just place him right there. And I think the RCS is just so we can use the left-right thrusters, more or less, so that should be fine. I do want to see if I can maybe place this turret on top. So that actually looks reasonably good. How's it looking on CPU? Ah, yes, just barely under. Perfect. That is what I like to see. And what I want to do actually with this turret is make it one of the retractable ones. Just because I think those look a little bit nicer, in my opinion anyway. So, retractable. It does make it a little bit bigger of a block, but that's okay. We're gonna fill these in as well, I suppose. Kind of like that. And yeah, it's basically a square is kind of what it's gonna end up looking like, but you know what, that's alright. I'm not super concerned about it. We might give it a little bit of shaping, you know, kind of like that maybe, just so it looks a little bit cleaner of a shape. Yeah, not super pretty. I am not the best builder in the world, I am the first to admit that, but anyway. Something anyway, a little bit of shape. We are going to take this one and move it to the other side, though. We are going to do that. Come on. There we go. Alright, so there we go. We upgraded our harbor vehicle. Now it can harvest wood and such for us, so that is nice. We do need to fill the turret, of course, but let's go ahead and group these real fast, and I do want to turn this off of Predator just so it doesn't do that. I'm going to set this to custom 1 so I can turn the turrets on and off, so that'll tell it whether or not to have the turret retracted or out. So if we have it retracted, it should be a little bit more aerodynamic and fly a little bit better. So that'll be nice. We do have those extra 2 hover engines, but we might want those at some point if we add more. So like if we decide to add drills and stuff to it, A, we're going to need a CPU extender, and B, we're probably going to need more engines just because the weight will increase. So let's make a little bit of 15 mil ammo. So maybe like, I mean, we are basically out of iron is the only thing. Maybe we can make 4 or 5, just so we can put something in the tank for it. This does have an ammo box on it, so we can fill that with what we've got. I think I'm also going to fill up the fuel tank with a little bit of promethium that we've got. I could also put in a single biofuel, just so we're at an even 20 in our main hand. But there is that. So we got our hover vehicle upgraded. That is good. In all honesty, I'm happy about that. This is still making us the... So you know what? We're just going to do the 1. That way it doesn't burn through all my stone, converting it into iron ore, which it can do. So like on the constructors, I think I've talked about this before, but you can actually make the ore from 25 stone dust. Each stone dust takes 5, or 10 dust is 5 stone. So it's like 15 crushed stone for each ore, if you're going to make it that way. So we do, I mean, we can bang out a little bit of iron if we need it, but really we need to go mine some more is what needs to happen. And that's okay. We can definitely do that. But now, what we can use this hover vehicle for is, well, we can go up this way. And since we've got this harvester with the harvester box on it, we can fly up to the trees, hold down our harvester, and that will put some logs inside of our harvester container that we've got. Yeah, it doesn't do stone. You do need the drills for that, which is okay. It does make sense that you would need a different tool for wood and stone, but that's alright. Not the end of the world. So we gathered up, you know, a few logs anyway. Actually, let me move away from these guys for a second. I'm just going to hop out and kill them with my shotgun. Piece of shit. Alright, there we go. Take care of them. Get some meat, which is always nice. We could actually, honestly, you know, mine out this giant-ass rock and get some more stone. So this one has 7,000 hit points, so I have a feeling this will give us a lot of stone. But I mainly wanted to upgrade our hover vehicle. We got that done today, and you kind of got to see, you know, how you can throw on a harvester and all that kind of good stuff. So I hope that was helpful to you if you were kind of curious about how to design something just real quick that's not too expensive, but is a little bit more functional for your hover vehicle. It does have a defensive turret on it, so that is useful. So if you do end up having to fight some enemies, you know, you've got a little bit of covering fire anyway. But I think we're going to end it here for today. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to like, comment, subscribe as always. And until next time, this has been Lone Debater 7, and we will see ya.